Right, the next bit I'm going to make is a spring-loaded D-dent which locks into the gear teeth as an indexing. I've machined the base for it. It's a bit of that nice shiny bar we used for the gear mounts. That goes in there, and the spring-loaded D-dent goes through it and locks into the gear. I've got to machine two flats on here, flat on each side. I'll mount it in my square collared block, and we'll do that in the mill. Neatly have a measure of it. Bollocks. I'll leave 100 thou on there for the thickness for the washer. I've got my square collar holder, a 10mm collar in it. Sure the vise is clean. The vise like that. Job goes into the collet. I like these AR series collets to really get a good hold. Each one closes down a full mill. What we need to do, we need to put a stop on, so every time we turn it, we've got something positive to locate that against. I made a tool for the vise, quite a simple tool. Vise stop. Adjustable, fully adjustable. Basically you put your job in where you want it. That just goes up against there and touches the job. Locked up, so you can repeatedly go to the same place. Quite a handy tool I have. Whenever you're tightening something in the mill vise, give it a little nip, and then gently dab it down with a rubber or a height hammer, so we're hard up against what's not there. Right, we need to take 280 thou off there, 280 off there, 280 off there, and that leaves enough in the centre to drill and tap it for what D-dent. There's a carbide cutter to take it off. I've got a lot of milling cutters. I've actually got three carbide ones like this, and I use these all the time. We'll 10mm collet. Oh, you bastard. slow them down a bit. Voilà. Right, that looks good. What I do is set the stops up on me. Set the stops up so I can't go too far that way. You take your cut and I'll measure that distance in there. The only one I'm interested in really is the Z-axis for the depth of cut. What we'll do, we'll touch it off and we'll zero Z-axis up. Cutting that nice. You can get away without lubricant as long as you're careful. Don't cut the water. I was doing a lot of them, I would put water on, but it gets a bit messy on the milling machine. Right, so we've got a flat on there. Now we need to turn it over 180 degrees because I want two flats on. If you turn it 90, we'll end up with a square. Make sure it's nice and clean in the vase. Simple, turn it over, bollocks. Turn it over. Up it touches my vase stop. Just a little nip on it. Rubber hammer. Just to bed it down, and then lock it up. Simple as that. Right, I've put the cutter back across the centre of the job. Start it up. Gently wind it up, it just touches, and see what zero is. Zero there, basically just touching, which shows our blocks nice and square. We've been 210 thou to finish the cut on the other one. 150 thou cut. Right, we've got our two flats machined on. Find the centre of the bar now, use our wiggler. When you get it stops moving. There, there's a kick off line. There. Zero our Y-axis. Go out to the other side. balls on centre height on the bit of bar. Right, start it up again. Moving across but it stops. Pitch it towards the wiggler. See it'll stop moving. There he stopped. Stop moving there. Keep moving it and it'll kick off. When it kicks off lane. Right, so we're going to read it at 1.1496. Half that's 5748. Right, I've spot on in the centre. Spot on in the centre. And it stops. Off. And so we can zero our x-axis. I want to go 550 thou. So first thing we'll do is I'll put 125 in. $125, that's half the size of a 250 ball. $125, zero it again, then we want to go at 550. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $550. Talking tenths of thous there. And we're going to lock the table off at that. Right, I'm going to drill and tap that, 1/2 inch BSF. That's 1/2 inch BSF tap. The tap and drill is 11mm. We'll put a centre drill in first. Put a centre drill in. I'm just going to measure that. Measure twice, cut once. Yep. Nice little drill. Nice material as well, this machine's very nice. Smoke off the oil. Right, so I threw 7/16. Put that away. Sorry, 11mm. Actually got a set of 3 BSF taps. That's why I'm doing with BSF, because I want a nice set of taps. With Troflex on it, Treflux, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to power tap it. What I do, I start the mill up, and just as it's dying off, I engage the tap. Right, we've got some decent fades in there now. Pushing the table off. Before I take it out of the colour roller, I want to put a couple of, just take them edges off there. The collar, I've got a chamfering tool there. So I was tempted to put that into the drill chuck for quickness, don't do it. drill chuck's doing hold it tight enough. Plus it's all the way down here, side thrust on it. Not designed for it. Right. Off. So not take much, just to break the edge. Gently. A little bit more. Just turn it over. You know what we're going to have a stop. A little bit of cutting oil. Nice and gently. All it's done, just put a chamfer on the two sharp edges. Looks better, safer. We'll cut that fingers working on it. Hi, it's John from Twisted Engineering. I'm going to get back on with the dividing head tonight. I've got my sky hook working with my camera hanging on it. I'm looking forward to doing a bit of machining now without having to clean through a friggin' tripod. I'll fetch the camera in close at the lathe and explain to you the part I want to make tonight. That's the holder we made for the D-dent, which locks into the change wheel when you're indexing. I'm going to make the D-dent itself now. I've got a bit of stainless steel bar here. The first thing I want to do, I want to prepare the underbar and screw cut it 1/2 inch BSF. That's the thread that's in there. I'll do the screw cutting first because there's more chance of getting that wrong. Once the screw cutting is done, the rest straightforward, drilling it and turning. So we'll put it in the chuck. I'll fix the sky hook in and we'll see what sort of job I can make a video in this. Great doing this, so I'm going to climb across the top of a tripod. It's probably going to take a while for us to find out the best place to put the camera for particular shots. The first thing I'm going to do is just machine the end of the bar straight, square rather. Right hand knife tool set on centre height. Time for a new tip in there. So all I want is the end squared off. Right, the thread we're looking for is 1/2 inch BSF, so we need the bar turning down to 1/2 inch or just under 1/2 inch. At the minute it is 630 thou, so I want 130 thou off it. Yeah, 630. I'll just leave this tool in. There's not much distance to take off. We'll zero the counter. 20 thou cut, that's 40. All I want is enough thread to screw through there. That's 40. Actually 500 dead there. I'm putting a chamfer on the front. 45-degree tool. All these tools are already preset on centre height. Right, next thing I want to recess in there for the screw cutting tool to go into. I'll have to screw cut this because I haven't got a 1/2 inch die. Actually, I want to go a little bit further. Bastard. That gives you plenty, because once it's screwed in I can face the end off square. It'll be going to get Loctited into there. And I've got my parting tool in, set on centre height. Parting tool, you've got to make sure it's square to the job. The parting tool is actually a commercial one and a commercial holder, which means that the tool is square to the holder. So if I put the holder against the chuck like that with the tool post loosened off, you shuffle it round, block it up, it's got to be square to the job. So all I want in there is enough, just an area for the screw cutting tool to run into. Lock the carriage off when you're using parting off tools. And a little bit slower. Right, so what I want on there is some threads. I'll look at the thread chart and see what pitch 1/2 inch BSF is. Right, my thread chart says 1/2 inch BSF is 16 threads to the inch. That's the top I actually used, and that's a 16 thread to the inch gauge. And if you can see that, but it's absolutely, it is 16 threads to the inch. So what I'll do, I'll set the gearbox up on the lathe for 16 threads to the inch, and we'll single point screw cut that. Right, I've got the gearbox set up to cut 16 threads to the inch. There's a back here to run a nice slow speed. I've got a commercial screw cutting tool on centre height. We just want to set up square to the job. The best way, easiest way to do it with a tip tool like this, is fetch a tip up against the chuck, loosen off the tool post, just shuffle it and it's sitting nice and square against the chuck. It's got to be square, got to be square to the job. It's just it's a very shallow thread this. I'm not going to angle a compound slide like I would normally do for a coarser thread. Plus with it being a commercial tip tool, it'll cut the thread going straight in, no problem at all. We'll start the lathe up. The carriage is well away from the chuck. We'll engage the feed nut. As you can see, it's going the right way, it's advancing towards the work. We'll fetch it in, it's just touching. Zero our cross slide. We'll put a 10th cut on. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to disengage the feed nut once the thread's cut. So what I'll do, I'll engage the half nuts using my thread indicator, and I'll engage it on a full number. When number 2's come round, so I engage it on number 2. It should just scratch the surface so we can check the thread and make sure it is the correct pitch. Disengage the feed nut, zero our cross slide, wind it out, turn it away. Right, we want my thread gauge again, my 16 TPI thread gauge. Actually, I can feel it locking in at the correct thread, which is 16 threads to the inch. And I'm just messing about with different camera angles here, basically. Turn the cross slide back into zero. Start the lathe up. And I'm watching for me thread down here to come round. Shift that. Here it comes. Cool number, right, so it's engaged. Right, disengaged. And we'll try a shot from another angle again. Again, we'll start the lathe up. We're watching for what thread that indicator to come round. Right, I'm watching for a number coming round, the whole number. Here's number 4. We'll start it on that. Right, that's it engaged. You can see how that stops revolving once the carriage is engaged on the lead screw and starts to move. Getting a nice cut. Right, disengage. Zero our cross slide. When you're out one turn, take our carriage back to zero, plus a cut 5 thousandths time because we're getting the exercise. Even lubricant won't do any harm. Should be getting getting near there, we'll try it on. It's actually starting there, but it's still tight. Just going to tickle this up with a file, just knock the top off it. It's just over ½ inch. Be careful using the file in the lathe. And make sure it's got a handle on. No handle, it hits a chuck jaw, it'll push the tank straight through your hand. There, we're putting that cut on. That's screwing on nice. Now I'll tighten the bottom of that shoulder, and I can actually, when I get it finished, I can machine that face off there, and you won't even see it's been screwed in. Right, so we're happy with that. What I'll do, I'll just use my 45-degree tool and just knock that rag off there, because that bastard's sharp. Right, all we'll do, we'll just put a little chamfer on the end of there, then we'll consult the drone and see where we'll go from here. Just knock the rag off, that's all it takes. I'm not going to chamfer that shoulder because I want it to screw in nice and square onto the job. Now, I've used ½ inch BSF because I bought some ½ inch BSF taps at the car boot sale, or brand new. It's still a good thread to use.